Good evening, you beautiful, wonderful Blues. City are back in action tomorrow against Wolves. It's going to be a massive game of football. So today, I'm here to talk about this Wolverhampton Wanderers visit to the Etihad Stadium because it really is a very interesting game of football. There really is a lot riding on this. I didn't think it'd be the case when I looked at the fixture list that this game, this random game in the middle of January against Wolves would be so important, but it is because it says it in Friends, things just got interesting. Is it Monica? However, you know what I'm on about. Things did just get really interesting for Manchester City. Of course, Guardiola has given this game an awful lot of spice after his very explosive, very fascinating and very passionate from the heart press conference post the Spurs game, where basically he laid into an awful lot of people. He told us the fans need to be more passionate. He told us the players lacked hunger, lacked passion. He told us that the organisation, Manchester City as a whole, needs to be more up for it. He was absolutely on one in that press conference. It was wonderful to see. Personally, as a City fan, I want to see that, but you can tell that he's been giving this team an awful lot of home truths and they need a reaction. Of course, they got it at half time against Spurs, but this is the first game after, and that game still wasn't good enough in the bigger picture. So this can't be underestimated, this game of football. Do please hit the like button. Welcome to the channel, of course. If you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoy these videos. If you're joining after the Micah Richards interview, welcome to the channel. This is, of course, my channel. My name is Stephen, where we chat about Manchester City every single day. I hope you enjoyed the Micah Richards chat. I loved it. Micah, my man, if you're watching, Micah, let us know in the chat. I know you're watching there sometimes. I know you're hiding away, big minx. Do it. Do it. Micah was great. Go watch that video, of course, after this, if you haven't already. Half an hour absolutely flies by in great, honest, funny, entertaining and heartfelt Manchester City and football chat from Micah Richards. Before getting to the preview as well, do you want to win a signed Phil Foden shirt? Of course you do, man. Including as well 3 instant win prizes. You can also win a Gundogan sign montage and 2 £10 football prizes, site credits as well. If you want to win, basically, this Phil Foden signed shirt, you've got until Monday the 23rd of January to enter this competition. It costs a few quid to enter because it is a raffle after all, but there's only 125 spaces. You could have that gorgeous away shirt signed by the Wonder Kid. That is Phil Foden. If you want to win that, head to the link in the description right now. Loads of people who've watched Esteemed Kompany have won comps over on football prizes. It's all totally legitimate. Do not worry about it. Bill, who runs it, is a wonderful man, and of course you get that signed authenticity certificate. So if you want to win it, head to the link in the description right now and let me know if you've entered or not in the comments. Good luck to all who do enter. So we need to talk about Manchester City, of course, and we need to talk about the context of this game once again. It is, I'm not trying to exaggerate, it really is that big a game. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm doing that and just trying to sell it up to be something more than it is, but no, seriously, it's that big a game right now. It is. When Guardiola comes out and breaks character so willingly, and he's so forthright and so honest and so unlike him in a press conference, and you have to pay attention to it. Now, if you've been living under a rock and you don't know what I'm referring to here, well, Guardiola, he came out afterwards and he talked about there being a problem everywhere in the dressing room with the players who have become, maybe a little bit complacent. I'm paraphrasing here, but he talked about the players lacking hunger. He talked about how he needs some players, the likes of Rico Lewis and Nathan Ake and Julen Alvarez, who will play every minute like it's their last. He needs that hunger. He basically implied that too many players have got comfortable, and he really did. And he also implied that the fans have got comfortable too. I mean, you read quotes like this here, and he said, the stadium is comfortable, everyone is comfortable, it's fine, we won, we are nice. In October, November, we should win the Premier League and everything. Basically, he is not stopping, he's not let down. But he came out and he was fiery and he was passionate, and I like that. He said our fans have to push us, demand more, have to shout, have to say, come on guys, I know how good you are, show us again. Not, oh well, we're calm, score a goal. No, you could not go 2-0 down to react. Today we were lucky. 9 times out of 10, you won't come back. And do you know what? He's right. I don't think it's on the fans entirely. By the way, I think he's trying to get a reaction out of the fans. Let's be honest. He's trying to get a reaction out of everyone. Like everyone. He talked a lot about Rico Lewis as well, and Nathan Ake. He was so impressive about Ake. He said this, he said, where have we gone? He said, he's not in the highlights, but without Nathan Ake right now, we cannot play good. He's absolutely right. Nathan obviously has that fire in his belly. He said, I want a reaction from the whole club, the whole organisation, everyone. Said, I'm here and I just listen to Spurs fans. There's a tendency with human beings, when you're with a lot, we have to give it to them. We are a happy, this is the quote, we are a happy Flowers team, all nice and good. I don't want to be happy Flowers. I want to be Arsenal. If you play in that way, Arsenal will destroy us. He was calling us soft, basically. He was calling us soft touches. He said in the press conference he was not happy at all about how passive they were. He said basically that Rico Lewis, Rico Lewis got kicked to pieces, but none of his teammates defended him. So he basically was furious about a lack of intensity from his City players. He wants them to be tough fuckers, and you know what? There's probably something in that. Think of the days of Vincent Kompany and even Otamendi and Fernandinho and all these people. And even Sergio was a bit of a bastard. All these players were fucking rabid, man. Like Sergio, the nicest guy in the world off the pitch, but on the pitch, he would leave your foot in. He would fight for his teammates. Where's that gone, man? We need to be tough. That's why, in my opinion, we need Big Ruben in the team. Not my little Ruben. Big Ruben back in the team because he's feisty and he's fiery. The stadium can be quiet every now and then, Charlie. I agree in the comments, but I don't think it's fair to entirely blame the fans. It isn't. It's not true because it's not just on the fans. You could turn around and say that the fans are waiting for something to be excited by because the football has become quite sterile, and that is not necessarily the fans' fault. There becomes expectation because the team gives you that expectation. I agree that everyone needs to wake up, but I don't think you can blame the fans entirely. I mean, a lot of it goes on the players as well. They have to have that hunger there. But either way, you can see what Pep's doing here. You can see what he's doing. He's mind games at us and at the team and at the club and everyone. But that's what the best coaches do, man. They are feisty. They are fiery. I love this about Rico Lewis. Look at the games. The Carabao against Chelsea, against Liverpool. In Leeds, the most aggressive team in the Premier League. They don't give you 2 seconds. Chelsea second half, he arrives, and after 1 minute, he changed the game. He was so positive about Rico Lewis. He says, why? Because, wow, I want to live in this job. I want to have better contracts. I want to win the Premier League. That's what I've never won. That's what he's on about, Rico Lewis. Rico has that hunger. He wants to be a footballer. He wants to win the Premier League. He wants to be the best. And he's right. And that stuff is absolutely essential. Absolutely essential. And I'm sure we will get the reaction. Now, of course, we're up against Wolves. We play before Arsenal tomorrow. If we win before they play United, we could be 2 points behind them. Of course, they'll have 2 games in hand at this point, but that will be applying some pressure, to quote Maxima Park. People of a certain age will know that. Apply some pressure. What happens if you lose everything? Start again. Does anyone know that song? Let me start all over again. Apply some pressure. You have to apply the pressure. You have to. Wolves, of course, are not having a great season. They are sat down in 17th, which, of course, saw a manager sacking and Lopetegui being brought in. Of course, a very high-quality manager, by the way. Like, a massively... not the Future Heads, Kian, it's Maxima Park, but yeah, great song. Future Heads is the other ones. Hounds of Love, who did the Kate Bush song. And what other songs did the Future Heads do? Can't remember. Anyway. But yeah, Wolves, of course, they had a really poor start to the season. And they brought in, of course, Julen Lopetegui, who's obviously a really good coach. And he's tried to turn things around. As you can see, they went out of the FA Cup recently. They were lucky. They felt like they deserved something in that game. And they probably did. They probably did, actually, against Liverpool. Before that, though, they did actually get a result. Hang on. They got a result against West Ham, which, of course, has left David Moyes' job potentially on the go. And they were probably just about the better team on that day. This is how they lined up. They've got such a good team, by the way. They are so much better than their position. They are. I mean, you've got, like, people like midfield of Neves, Martinho, Nunes. That's a good midfield. And then you've got... obviously likes of Sarr, Semedo, Bueno, Hwang, Podence, Kuna, and of course they've got the quality on the bench in like the likes of Adama Traore, Johnny, Raul Jimenez, Ait Nouri, Lamina, Joe Hodge, ex-City U player, by the way, really, really talented young player. That's quality. It is quality. We know they'll be aggressive. Like it looks like so far they favoured basically a 4-2-3-1 under Lopetegui, which seems to be doing all right for them, against Villa. This is how they got on a couple of weeks back. Once again, it was a 4-2-3-1. Diego Costa there, who's not really massively took off so far, but they are a good side, and they do have quality. I think he's back from a knock, actually, so he could be starting, but then it could be Jimenez or Kuna or maybe Hwang Ki-chan. I'm not really sure. I think who's out for them? I think Neto is out, Boubacar Traore, Chiquinho. There's a few players, but I'm expecting to be something like Sarr, maybe Semedo, Collins, Kilman, Bueno, maybe Lamina, Neves, Nunes, Hwang, Cunha, Prudence, maybe Costa, something like that, I reckon. But of course, we're all here because of the Manchester City team. Now, obviously, the most important thing with this City team is that we get a reaction. We fucking have to get a reaction, man. We really have to. Like, I know we got a reaction at half-time against Spurs, and the players did respond to that. But you need more than that. You need more than that. We can't go 2-0 behind. Guardiola talks a lot about players being happy flowers. And they're basically soft. And they're fine when it's all sunny, you know, and everyone's sunny. But these flowers wilt and died as soon at the first sign of bad weather. No, you got to be a fucking fawn, man. You got to be a fawn who survives through everything. You got to be feisty. And that's what he needs to be, man. Little Ruben leading from the back, yeah, maybe Harry. As for City, I'm not expecting to see many changes. You can make an argument that everyone who played the other day is hungry. Ederson will play, despite his mistakes. Look, Ederson has been so good with the ball for over years that he's due a mistake, and it's fine. Rico Lewis is absolutely 1 billion% starting, in my opinion. I think it's going to be Stones and Diaz. I think Diaz has earned his way back into the team for being Diaz. Ake is going to start as well because he plays with hunger. He plays with passion. We know how much Guardiola appreciates that right now. So he feels essential, in my personal opinion. I think it'll be them. I think that's a bunch of warriors there at the back. And right now, I know it's not the most balanced back line, but right now, fucking play the guys who've earned to be there, man. Play the guys who've earned to be there. And that, once again, it leads for Jack Grealish. Grealish right now is playing good football. He's playing good football. He deserves to be in that team. He fucking does. He does, and he's working really hard. Even if he's not reached the levels that we want, he's still working damn sight harder than some of them. This guy has to be there. One of the first names on the team sheet at the moment. Riyad played like a superstar. I mean, there's not many players that are capable of magic like Riyad Mahrez is. You know, at the moment, he's just on fire. What a wonderfully gifted footballer Riyad Mahrez. Erling's going to start. I've left 2 strikers up there on this formation because I think Alvarez is going to start because he's working so fucking hard too. It's going to be something like this again. Alvarez deserves to be there because he battles like a warrior. Haaland deserves to be there because he scores goals. And Haaland battles too, to be fair to him. Rodri, of course, is a 1 billion% nailed-on starter because he deserves to be. Now, I do wonder if we will see, Kevin De Bruyne. I think De Bruyne will come back into the team, personally. He's KDB, ultimately. I think Guardiola will trust him, especially with Rico Lewis kind of, sitting in midfield like that. So we'll see this as a free in the back. It'll essentially be something like this, I reckon. It'll be sort of like that, basically. We'll see something like that when we've got the ball. And I think I'm fine with that. Alvarez will be buzzing about. De Bruyne will be around there. It'll be something like this. This is the team I think it's going to be. That means no Foden, Bernardo, Cancelo, Walker. But I think that's how it is at the moment. Gundogan. I think it'll be a team like this. It could be that Gundogan starts and De Bruyne is on the bench again. But I'm expecting to see something like this. And to be honest, I'm expecting it to be enough. Like, this is one of the most important games of the season. We cannot underestimate the crucial nature of this game. Not because we need a result. We do. We do need a result. But we need more than that. We need a reaction. We need a bit of fire, a bit of passion, a bit of intensity. We need to see that the players are reacting to what Guardiola's saying, that we cannot just be these little happy flowers, these little soft touches. We need to see fucking warriors, man. We need to be up in their faces. We need to see the Etihad Stadium rocking and the fans rocking and the players up for it. And the players earning their stripes, man, showing that they aren't a little bit complacent, that they are aggressive and that they are running at people. I expect we'll see something like that. You have to have a bit of fight. And against Wolves, look, our record against Wolves is good. Despite their quality and despite their new coach, Cities do have a good record against Wolves. I think we won the last 5 or something like that? Something like that. And Wolves still are one of the lowest scorers in the league. They always often are. They struggle to score goals, Wolves. So we'll have to see. I'm expecting we'll see a City reaction. My personal thing is I think it's going to be a good game. I think it'll be a 3-0 Manchester City win. I'm going for a 3-0 Manchester City win. I'm hoping KDB turns up. Alvarez to be effervescent and irritable. Rico Lewis to be one of the key players in the team as he always is. And I think I fancy a Grealish goal as well, actually. A Grealish goal in this game, and I'll be happy for him as well. The other, maybe Haaland, I reckon. KDB, Grealish, Haaland are my goal scorers for this game. Maybe Alvarez. I don't know, actually. But either way, guys, thanks for watching this video. Not the longest one because I've got to go on father duties now. Look after Ruben and give Nicola a nap because she deserves a nap because she does. She's a superstar, the best mum in the world. I would say, by the way, if you haven't already, do go and check out this wonderful video over on my channel. If you haven't watched it, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? It was great. Me and Micah Richards did a video together and it was good fun. Go watch that video. Me and Micah having a good old laugh. It's great fun. Micah joined me to chat about Rico Lewis, Pep's comments, and loads more. Go and do that now, guys. And of course, don't forget, you can enter that competition to win the signed Phil Foden shirt by clicking the link in the description below. You've got until Monday to enter. Do it right now if you want to win that beautiful, beautiful prize. Guys, thanks for watching. You're all wonderful. You're all brilliant. I'll catch you all very soon for the watch along tomorrow. Up the Blues. Come on, City. Come on, City. Hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Come on.